I wanted to show you my quick and easy Hostess gift I'm making for a party we are going to. I had other things in mind when I made this, but as it got the, cone shape down and I looked at it, first I was going to put, maybe some Bath and Body Works hand soap or a candle or something like that in there, which it would have fit. But I had a bag of this penny candy and I thought, well, how cute, she has kids. I'll just fill it with candy, and I got this from a Paper Pumpkin subscription. The little test tubes, I just put the Sweet Tarts Skull and Bones. I thought I'd just put the whole bag in there, but it would have taken up the whole area and it just didn't look clean. So I went ahead and stuck them loosely in these test tubes. And that's a kit, you stamp it. And then I did take some of these paper straws. I just put some lollipops in, and to make a little, lollipop tree, and put it in various places. And then I have more of the test tubes with the candy skulls in it. The hardest part was keeping it upright while I worked on it. So I just put it in this decoration. But I do have a stand. And what I used was this candle. It came with my Kringle order. I thought, oh, I could use that. I think that will work. And I know probably when the candy's gone and they're done with it, they'll just dispose of it. So I just glued these on with glue dots. I was going to hot glue it, but I thought, well, this will work too. And then they can just throw that all in recycling. Measured it, cut it off, and the glue dots hold it. Not the best, but it will hold it long enough for, them to enjoy the candy and then get rid of it. So the candle came in there, the candle jar, and I cut off the top. So when I take it, it will stand upright on itself. That is the tinsel I got from Dollar Tree. I just took some pieces to make it strong enough to hold it. 3 pieces of various colors and twisted it like that with my fingers. And then I punched holes on the side with the tinsel. Made a medallion, glued it on there, and I think, just for a little gift to say thank you for having us. We are carving pumpkins. It's nothing fancy. It will be a nice little momentum. If you're curious about how to make the cone shape, because this did take some time to figure out, I used a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbook paper. First I had printed one off online, and as you can see, it only makes a tiny cone. And I thought, no, I need something bigger. So I took the paper, it would come off like that, and I turned it and worked it. The scrapbook paper's thick, so you have to really work the paper to get it to kind of bend so you can glue your sides down to make the cone. And when it was already in the cone shape, I just took my scissors that has the scalloped edging, or you can use regular scissors, and I went ahead and just cut it. And it made it kind of a rough cut, and then I undid it. So I did use a staple to hold it together until I got my cutting down. And then I just went ahead and trimmed up the edges a little bit better. Cut off this little wee corner down here at the bottom, just so when you make that really tight cone shape, as I didn't want anything falling through, that it stays. And then glued it. So there's how I got my cone shape. And you can see you can make it bigger or smaller. And that was my cone. And you can see on this one, I just took those glue dots again. And there's many, so you can see it kind of coming loose there. I should probably add a little bit more, or even get my hot glue gun out and tack it down with that. Yeah, there's one sticking out. So I need to work on that just a little bit more. But again, it's just something they'll probably dispose of when they're done with it. So I didn't want to go heavy on it. That way they can just put it in recycling. Anyways, that is my quick and easy Hostess gift. Very inexpensive. You can do anything you want with it. Make it a decoration. And I'm also going to show you a loaded envelope I made as well for a friend of mine on YouTube. Alright, thank you. Hey everyone, it's Gretchen here. So I just wanted to show my first attempt at a loaded envelope. Kind of went with my own thing. This is for my friend Tammy on YouTube. Just wanted to send her a little something to say thanks for, you know, hanging out with me and being my friend throughout my YouTube adventure. First up, what I did was I should have used cardstock paper because that was my mistake number one. But once I kind of got rolling with it, I'm like, well, I'm going to stick to it right now. It's a mixture of just regular, this was like paper I'd gotten at Walmart. It's very thin, and then some cardstock. So I did go ahead and stamp her a card just saying thank you. And I got this at Michael's, attached it all with this charm. Let me take it off because I don't know if you can see it. Of course, oh, I forgot I like wrapped it around in there a certain way so it wouldn't fall off. I did good with that. So we'll move on to the rosette. This is what that that paper straw I got at Walmart. I made a rosette, and that is a foam sticker from Michael's, and then again those tags from Michael's. So I'm glad I got to use a couple of those. Just a packet of hot cocoa because I know she's a Peanuts gang gal. I made this paper clip, just hot glued it on. Rosette with one of those, I don't know what you call them, the little sparkly things. And this envelope, oh, I hope I didn't tape everything, glue everything down. I had some issues with the bottom down here because I used that cheaper paper. But in this, I just put a face mask I got at Walmart for $1. I was trying to find stuff that is thin and that will fit comfortably inside the envelope and transport nice. One of these notepads I picked up at AC Moore. It was $1, but just too cute. Not, you know, great thing to put in there. One of those studio paper packs, again from AC Moore. Nice and flat. Took a page out of my sticker book and cut it in half so it would fit down inside. So really it goes like that. But just so she has some stickers, especially with her hedgehogs that she adores. So what I did, like I said, this was cheapy paper, and then I put some cardstock, some washi tape, one of those jumbo confettis from Walmart, and glued it down. On the back, I made paper clips, again with the jumbo confetti. This was the easiest thing. I mean, that's it, you know. Hold it down with a piece. I think I glued it on under the washi tape. This is Dollar Tree washi tape. So I like it better than that paper tape like you would find in a doctor's office. This is like more of a vinyl. Glued it down, and so I got 2 paper clips, and just too cute and too easy, whoa, to make. And so with that, I just put some, I took a piece of my scrapbook paper with the, what do they call them, cutouts, and just put a whole bunch in there. So she has them. I went ahead and cut them for her, and now they are hers. And a couple pieces of scrapbook paper. I guess you know the good news about all this. You know, if you're not happy with any of this stuff, you can just throw it in a recycling bin. It's all paper. Stamped that, trick or treat. That was one of those cutouts, and glued it onto the paper bag. Scrapbook, washi. That was a washi from that big kit I got at Michael's that I don't much care for, and it has tried to peel up. I've glued this multiple times. This is the Dollar Tree glitter ribbon. I glued that down. Scrapbook, again that washi tape, and the paper kind, and it has peeled up. I don't know if you can see on the bottom, and I've hot glued it. I've glued it with craft bonding. I've glued it with washi tape itself, and it still pops up when I have it stuffed. And then there's little bling dots again. I just glued them down. So I thought that gave it a nice edge. Kind of screwed myself because once I cut this edge, I was kind of stuck to it. I could either cut it off and try to get the washi tape, like I could go like that and have it like that. But I like the edge. So I'm going to leave it. Let me figure out how I have this tied. I have it like kind of looped through. I took the paper punch thingy and paper punched it there and then fed that through. And then, oh, I forgot, I can just unclip this. This is a charm. I did this part, and actually Mark did the tassel. I was sitting there thinking, how are they doing those tassels? And he just rolled up and cut the paper with those fancy scissors I got at AC Moore. And then put washi tape around the top, put the chain down in there. So I think it turned out cute. She can take that off and then just have the charm portion. Gave her a little kitty cat because kitty cats are precious. And some beading, and then the chain, and just, you know, something cute to hear it dangle when she opens up the envelope. So that is my first attempt at a loaded envelope. I'm hoping it fits well in postage. I do have a padded envelope I'm going to use. And that's it. All right. Thanks for watching.